Other news, level 4 water restrictions are now in force across the Bitou Municipality as authorities warn that consumption must be urgently reduced to avoid a more severe crisis. Large roadside billboards have been erected across Plettenberg Bay, calling on residents and holidaymakers to save water. Let's take you live to Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi, who has the latest on the story. So day zero is how we term water crises. We saw it unfolding in other parts of the Western Cape as well some years ago, Nasiphi. What kind of impact is the water shortage already having, not only on households, but just in general there?
Well, at this moment, the storage facility that the Bitou Municipality has is currently sitting at 32, just over 32%. We have the mayor that will be able to detail to us some other sources that they have should day zero be in the near future. But this situation also comes at the backdrop of the visit by the Western Cape government that will be visiting the Garden Route region to announce whether or not there will be a declaration of a provincial disaster on the wildfire that we saw in Mossel Bay, but also the water crisis in both the Newzroom Municipality and Bitou. But I am joined by the Executive Mayor of Bitou, Jessica Kamkam. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. But we're seeing the storage facility sitting at 32%. Talk to us about the other sources of a water supply for this community, including boreholes and even desalination plants.
Good morning, and good morning to the listeners. Yes, you're quite correct. Our storage facility, Roodefontein Dam, is sitting at about 32%. Let me start with the Keerbooms River, because the Keerbooms River supplies about 80% of our water. The challenge that we have with the Keerbooms River is that the flow currently has been fluctuating a lot. So we have been proactive as the municipality. Prior to going into the season, we applied for a waiver from the Department of Water and Sanitation that allowed us to extract from the river up until 150 liters per second. But, you know, a situation in January, around January the 4th, we became then a critical situation because the flow in the river dropped to about 90 liters per second, which meant we had to stop extraction from the Keerbooms River, and then we switched to our backup supply. Now, our backup supply, you are quite correct, is the Roodefontein Dam. The source or the catchment area for the Roodefontein Dam is very small catchment. It is the Pisang Valley River, and we can probably extract around 50 megaliters per day. From the Roodefontein Dam, we have our desalination plant, which is functional, operational. At the moment, we only have one person there, but we have made provision in our org structure for another position. It is currently unfunded, but moving into the adjustment budget, we will definitely move funds there. But from the desalination plant, we can extract around 1.6 megaliters per day. We have 4 boreholes operational, and we can extract around 2.5 megaliters per day. We then bring the supply capacity to about 9 megaliters per day.
The impact that the region has, rather, we haven't seen a lot of rain in the Garden Route region. How has that impacted the fact that we're seeing level 4 restrictions, but impact on businesses and day-to-day life?
Well, we've been fortunate in Bitou with the fact that we could actually go through the season time without any interruptions. Up until now, we haven't reached a stage where we had to stop supply. In fact, what we have done, we have implemented and enforced or regulated our demand in terms of what our bylaw allow council to do. So we then saw that the demand was about 13 megaliters, 14 megaliters, which obviously meant that our backup supply can only supply about 9 megaliters. So that is why we have been asking our community to get the consumption levels down to 9 megaliters, which means it will stretch our water resources. But of course, this is in terms of us as local government, it has also now shown to us that we need to look at our catchment areas. Catchment management becomes very important. And then obviously for us also in Bitou to look into restoring our Roodefontein pipeline, which allows us, when we can extract from the Keerboms River, we can then actually store that water in the Roodefontein Dam. And then also, of course, we are now re-looking at our boreholes and re-looking at a maintenance plan, and then also how to secure our assets, because some of our boreholes has been vandalized.
Thank you so much. We'll have to leave it there. The mayor, executive mayor there of Bitou Municipality, giving us an update regarding the situation that the municipality finds itself in, and also lessons learned and what will be implemented. At this moment, we understand that the desalination plant, which will extract water and purify it from the sea, is currently operational, but also the boreholes that are operational, the ones that will be revamped and looked into, and the securing of assets.
Nasiphi, thanks for that. Flooding in two parts